Now then, people, good evening. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well, man. As you can see, I am black. I'm not black. As you can see, I'm back from a wet and windy Blackpool water drive. That is 3 hours it was, plus I had to stop off because she wanted some food and that. But all in all, as a weekend goes, it was absolutely brilliant. She really enjoyed it. 2 days worth of football. They got to the semi-final. They drew 0-0. And then they lost on penalties, unfortunately. As Danny says, smash a like and subscribe. That's 3 now. 3 penalty losses. So they definitely need to work on them. But yeah, it was a good run out and a great experience, to be honest, to go away and do that. Weather was terrible, but the actual games and everything was good, as you can tell. Absolutely knackered. We spoke. I did a video. If anyone watched the video that I did on Jaka Bijol yesterday, right? I said at the end of the video that I'm uploading this now. It'll probably upload at midnight. It uploaded at 8 a.m. That is Blackpool. It's like they got to Blackpool and went, these don't need any 3G, 4G, 5G masts. Wi-Fi? Yeah. Ethernet? What? That stuff underground? Nah. It is stuck in the doldrums. So, yeah, madness. But it got up there, so we spoke about... we spoke on Saturday about Rodrigo Muniz from Fulham. Top player. Good striker. 7 in 7, I think. Also had started the previous season a lot of games, but then lost his place to Raul Jimenez, who is no slouch, by the way. So you can see the type of profile that Leeds United are going for with the likes of Rodrigo Muniz and, of course, Muniz and Beto. So that's a positive. Then Jaka Bijol. I gave my thoughts on Bijol after speaking with Andrea, who's a lot more in the know when it comes to players currently playing their trade over in Italy, and he believes he'll be set for one of the Milan clubs, and maybe we're being used as a way to force their hand. But like someone said to me in the comments, I think I forget his name now, and he's always commenting. I do apologise. You know what I mean, though. When I mention it, to be honest, that Tiguan of yours get you up the road easy, mate. Nice, mate. Not my I ain't got a Tiguan, mate. I ain't got a Tiguan. Alan, what was I going to say now? I've lost my train of thought now. Where was I at? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Can tell him. Yes, the Bijol thing. If Leeds United are serious, then of course as mad as this sounds, we'll have more cash to splash than the Milan clubs, because this is the pull of the Premier League and the money that we have. So if it's a financial thing, maybe he comes to Leeds United. But I think it may be a case of him wanting to play at the top of the game, which is AC, which is Inter, right? Okay, Martin says, I heard that some of the players who are interested in agreed personal terms, of course they would do. Of course they would do, because you always speak to players first, right? You always speak to players first. You get that ratified, and then you go from there. So yeah, always speak to player first. Then once that's done, it's a case of then agreeing it with the football club. Yeah, well, Tyler, I did mention that on the video. I've not spoken about it yet because it's not been in the press, but it has been on Wacko for quite some time, as you rightly put, mate. So maybe there is something in it, the fact that we're still talking about it now. So maybe. True, Damar. Bang on the money. That's something that gets agreed straight out of the gate, isn't it? Would you be interested? Yeah, this is what kind of package we're looking at. Yeah, I'd be happy, right? Both. and you go from there. Again, mate, like the window shuts on the 10th, probably 1st of July. But as we've seen from a lot of clubs, we are seeing this deal's done and will be ratified on the 1st of July. So it can happen. It can happen. So I wouldn't read too much into it. And also, we might see some exits. I listened on the way back to Isaac Johnson on Leeds That. Big up to them. Go show some love. Big up James and the crew and Rocco and Dara. But yeah, he said that we might see some outgoings potentially. But yeah, we will still start to hear more meat on the bones, more solid rumblings. Apologies as well, folks. I was supposed to do the game tonight, but like I said, I'd not long got in. I thought I'm knackered. I thought I'll do a quick roundup of the latest news, and then I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, no panic, Frank. No panic. I know that's not your proper name. It feels mad just reading that and going, no panic, Frank. But yeah, right. Let's talk first and foremost about some news that came out today. Dan James potentially has a new deal on the table, which doesn't surprise me, and he deserves one. To be honest, maybe if he'd have had a couple more years, I'd have been a little bit reticent to offer him. But I think this is he'll go and be a free agent next, right? Yeah. So he has 1 year left. So it's the right thing to offer him a new deal. 3 years, 2029. How old is Dan James now? Let's have a look. He's 27, yeah. So that takes him up 3-4 year deal, I think. That's what they'll do. They'll probably give him a 4 year deal. Take him up to 2030. Yeah, is that right? 2029, somewhere like that. Poor from you not noticing Gavin. Oh, yeah. To be honest, Gavin, I don't know why that is. A few people have complained about that, and then it happens. I think it's more of a Google issue, bro. Honestly, just double check it. Maybe unsubscribe, like not unsubscribe, but hit the bell, turn it off and on again, kind of vibe. Sometimes it happens, honestly. Yeah, 16th of June. I said the 1st of July on the video last night. Spurs manager getting sacked is good for us, mate. It is, Richard. It is. Brentford. Look, they'll go out and get a top manager. We know what they're like. Then again, they did have Dean Smith prior to Thomas Frank. Look, there's a lot riding on them getting it wrong because they're losing Mbeumo. To lose Thomas Frank, though, he's the glue that binds it all together. Tactically, he's brilliant. I think he'll be very good at Spurs. Feel a bit harsh on Ange because he won him a trophy and that's what it's about. But yeah, Wolves as well, as Josh says, losing Kuna, losing Aitonore. There you go, Lee. Boom. That's the one in it. That's the one what we need to. They're the two maybe that we can pull in. Look, I think Sunderland will struggle. Everyone I speak to thinks that. And a lot of that's due to the young squad, not a lot of Premier League experience, not expected to go up. I think they'll buy for the Champo, drop down, come back up. I think that'll be their plan. They are a big club, though, and Stadium of Light won't be an easy ground to go to, so we'll wait and see. They're losing Job, which I think's mad. Semedo's going as well, Wolves captain. You'll take that, Tom. Burnley... Listen, Burnley are already tied in for a lot of signings, aren't they? In terms of Anthony and stuff like that. So, what was it, Patrick? In the end, what did they get? Yes, they are, mate. Hulson and Zabrani might be going as well, so that's good to see. Do you know what? Big Ange is not a bad manager, by the way. Trust me. Yeah, he's not a bad manager. So take Hume. Thank you very much. We don't need him, do we? We don't need him. 33 million, 20 million. Oh, wow. Okay, that is a lot. Maybe, listen, they know ball. but I don't see what they see. But anyway, let's talk now. Just bring it back to Dan James. Dan James, according to Alan Nixon. But listen, I know Alan Nixon doesn't get a lot right, but it would make sense for this to be a thing. Dan James, only a 2-year deal. So that'll be the year plus, right? Okay, so an extra 2 years on top of what he's got takes him through to 26, 28. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all.
I've been a Leeds United fan since.
There you go. Dan James expected to be front and centre. New contract as reports emerge of ongoing talks surrounding a possible extension. These are the 6 players entering the final 12 months. Melier, Darlow, Cairns. All 3 might go, mightn't they? JB. Don't really want to sell that. You maybe want to loan with a view to a permanent. And Bamford, they're all gone out of them. We won't see them past next year, I wouldn't have thought. But Dan James definitely deserves one. Look, at the end of the day, the way I see it is every place is up for grabs, bar Bogle, Rodon, Ampadu, Tanaka, and James. I didn't say James initially, but new deal and all that. I get it. They're the fight. Everyone else is up for grabs, I think. So yeah, Dan James getting a new deal. It makes sense, and he deserves it, doesn't he, folks? He deserves it after his. Look, Daniel Farke's improved him. Daniel Farke's improved him immeasurably, and he did get a lot of goals when at Manchester United. He did well. So we'll wait and see. Now let's talk about Max Wober. Not that we're asked, but my man's been speaking in the press. Hasn't said a jot whilst at Leeds. He always does his talking when he's away on international duty. But Max Wober says Leeds United intend to sell him. Leeds have already made it clear to me that they want to sell me. I was pleased that I was able to show other clubs during Austrian duty that I'm fit and I don't just want to rot away in England. You shit, mate. You shit. He can't wait to go. Listen, he got booed, didn't he? It is what it is. Let's see his exact wording because Isaac Johnson's took a snippet there, but Wober's been speaking, saying, look, and do you know what? I'm glad that the conversations have already been had, haven't they? Clearly, for him to say that, they've already said to me, mate, you can go find a new club. Happy days, you know? So, yeah, exactly. Always fit for international duty, though, eh? But yeah, he can jog on for me. Maybe Weigl might be involved there, bro. We'll talk on that. Leeds United defender Max Wober says he's been told by the club that he'll be sold this summer and has no future. Happy days. 10 million, by the way. And I never was gassed up like everybody else was when he played. We were just so shit that he looked half decent. His exact words, let's have a look. This is what he says. So he was speaking, spoke about his future. Austrian media outlet Krone. Leeds have already made it clear to me that they want to sell me. I might have been able to send out a letter of application with his performance for Austria. Right, okay. I was extremely pleased that I was able to show other clubs that I'm fit and that I'm still a really good player. Are you sure? And I don't just want to rot away in England. There you go. So they were his exact words. So he's gone. And that's fine. Now it's a case of what do we get for him, right? What do we get for him? What's his current market value according to Transfermarkt? Let's have a look. Max Wober. Current market value is 8 million. 8 million. If we can get anywhere close to what we paid, it'd be a fucking Max Wober, yeah. Love that. So if we have a look, I mean, look at why did we pay so much for him? Like, I didn't even know he'd been at Sevilla. Obviously, then moved to Salzburg. That should have been an indication that he went from fucking La Liga to Austria. Obviously, boom. And then we bought him at his peak. And now look. So, yeah, look, anywhere, if we can recoup anywhere close to what we paid for him, then I'm happy. But we'll see. 10 million. Or was it 12 in the end? Was it? Yeah, 12. Thank you, Jesse Marsh. Yeah. But yeah, look, Max Wober's going to leave. Can't have him rotting away in England. Yeah, we don't want him. I mean, what's his? I wonder what his wage packet is. About 35, 40 grand a week. So you're going to save there. I think his expiry. Yeah, you're probably saving about 4 million. I think. Let me just have a look at this. 5 million. So he's still got right. Okay. So if you have a look on this here, look, it'll tell you like how much of their salary they've still got left. So he's got like 5.5 million on his current wage. Obviously, that'll drop that 2 years in June, the end of this month. But yeah, so you're getting it. You're earning that back in your wages, and yeah. So if we can get anywhere close, I don't know what he's. When did he sign his deal? 2023. We're now in 2025. So in June he'll have the fee amortized. I don't know. So will he have been given a 5-year deal? Yeah, he would have, right? 2023. So a 5-year deal, 12 million by 5 is what? 369, 12, 369. I don't know. You know, maths aren't my strong point, but you see what I'm saying. So we'll have amortized some of that. You can, over the length of his contract. We might break even on it. Again, I don't know. But all right, okay, there you go. Apparently anything over 5 is PSR profit. So, mate, get me that Tanganga. Get me that Tanganga. Yeah, man. Well, we gave him a 5-year deal, didn't we? His book value is 5 million. Thank you for that, mate. So if we get anywhere 5, 8, rising to 10, maybe we can squeeze out of someone. But yeah, Max Wober, gone and quickly forgotten. Yeah, no. That's just, yeah, but you got to understand, remember Liam, Premier League, when he came in, Premier League, all that sort of stuff, transferring from Red Bull Salzburg, whereas Tanaka was transferring from Division 2 in Germany to Division 2 in England. But all them wages will increase. They'll all be on promotion bonuses and all that sort of stuff. And I agree with you, Rangers. Good riddance. Bye-bye. Yeah. How we doing? Always, Aaron. Always excited, man. Always excited, brother. Yeah, man. Right, okay. Let me get back to what else we've missed. Yeah, let's just quickly talk on the Jaka Bijol stuff. Do you know what? I might ask my man, Andrea, if he's about... Let me see if Andrea is about, so he can talk to me. Probably watching basketball somewhere. But we'll check. We'll find out. Jaka Bijol transfer latest. Let's see what's been said. Yeah, I did, mate. Thank you very much. It was nice. I did a lot of sleeping, to be honest, which is mad. Right, Jaka Bijol transfer latest of what he can offer Leeds. 26-year-old defender, getting him at prime age, aren't you? Really, 6'2". I know Andreas says he does lack some pace. We'll see if he's free. If he's not, we'll get him on another time. Or heads up as well. Scouting report is Wednesday. Scouting report is Wednesday. First one. Thank you, Philip. I think we said Wednesday. Let me just double check. Let's have a look. One second. Wednesday and potentially Friday. Wednesday and potentially Friday. So we're back. Yeah, Oliver, we're back. Some proper scouting. They've got visuals and everything. It's gone up a level. It's gone up a level. I won't lie to you. So happy days. It's gone up a level. Damn. Yeah, it's gone up a level. Yeah, so great visuals. Great visuals. What when was the fixtures? I think it's the 18th. Yeah, same Bassett. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be all over it, Matty. I'd be all over it. 1.2 million is available. I'd imagine he's been speaking to a lot, you know. Just back to this article. Does Milan want me? Oh, hang on. Does Milan want me? Hang on. Where are we going? I've lost you all. Where's that gone? There we go. Does Milan? This is what he said on Damazio. This is what I was referencing yesterday. Does Milan want me? We are talking about a truly great team. But I don't want to talk about it now. My focus is on Tuesday's match with Bosnia. They are just rumours, as in Italy, there are always a lot of them. But it is also true that I feel ready for this next step. Let's see if it starts this summer. In football, you never know. I'm grateful to Udinese to have given me so much. I'm happy in Udin, but I'd like to make the leap. That feels to me like a come and get me plea, right? Like he said, does Milan want me? We are talking about a great team. Then he does say, it's also true that I feel ready for this next step. I feel he's going there, and maybe Leeds United are being used as make weight. But money talks, so we'll wait and see. Udinese are reportedly willing to bid farewell. Maybe we'll put that 16. Maybe we'll put that, and AC Milan are unwilling to, or Milan are unwilling to. We'll have to wait and see. Would I like him? Yeah, I mean, according to Andrea, has he got the pace to work in the league? He plays on the right. How does that work with Rodon? I'm not too sure. So we'll have to wait and see. Julian Weigl, another we've been linked to for quite some time now. Yeah, Damar hits it there. Need a centre back with pace, and we can. Yeah, I think that's the problem, mate. I think the general consensus is he's not that pacey. I may be wrong, but that's according to Andrea, and of course I listen to that man. The bargain fee Leeds United have been told to pay to sign Daniel Farke's favourite Julian Weigl. So how much would he cost? Gladbach would have to consider a sale if between 4.2 to 8.4 million is tabled for the midfielder. Well, that's a no-brainer, isn't it? Maybe you could use Max Wober in a deal for Julian Weigl. That could potentially work, right? That could potentially work for us. I think we can. I think we can all agree on that. That might be one that works for us for sure. Yeah, man. So, is this guy any decent? Like, I've not done it. Yeah, believe so, mate. Yeah. I know people were excited. Not another Robin Koch. Fair enough. Yeah, it could easily be. That. Swapsies though. Boom. Elvedi, yeah, I've not seen. Again, look, for me, the ones that hold weight at the minute, I would say is Beto. I would say is Rodrigo Muniz. That we haven't really. The Athletic have reported Rodrigo Muniz. Sky Sports reported Beto. I feel that it sounds like we're speaking to a lot of strikers and just testing the waters, right? That seems to be what Andrea was saying. Ari, the defender, Bijol. So yeah, we'll have to watch with that one. And he plays on the right, I believe. I'm not sure, folks. Maybe Leeds did tentatively, but Muniz, what would be the price? I'm not too sure. I do remember seeing something. Let me have a look. Leeds, 24-year-old as well, folks. Leeds are set to. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What's I'll ask. We'll find out. That will be good. Moniz, same. That can't be right. As of June 2025, Rodrigo Muni's likely transfer fee is estimated to be around 50 million. Based on reports of Fulham's valuation amid interest from Tottenham, Chelsea and West Ham. No. His estimated transfer value ranges between 7 to 9.5 million according to some models, but Fulham's asking price is significantly higher. Definitely not. Posts on X and sources like The Guardian and The Standard indicate Fulham are reluctant to sell, which would drive up the fee. 1-0. 1-0 Spain. There you go. Let's have a look. Let's see what it says on Transfermarkt. But yeah, they're not getting 50 million for him. That's bullshit, isn't it? They only paid 5 for him as well. I didn't know he'd been on loan at Middlesbrough, you know. 20 million according to Transfermarkt. Subamendi with the goal on his way to Arsenal. It'll be 30 million. Yeah. 100%, man. I know a lot of people like go lowering our expectations, talking about relegation and that, and it's like, well, no, I'm just saying that we can't get XYZ. No, that would make sense as well, Tom, wouldn't it? Because if I remember rightly, right, not last season, season before, he ended the season in hot form, and then he gets usurped by what's his name? Raul Jimenez. Just having a look at his numbers. Yeah, so he scored 9 goals and got 1 assist in 18 starts, got 10 G&A, and if I remember rightly, a lot of them came at the end of the season. He really hit a purple patch. Then going into next season, he's only started 8, still got 8 goals and 1 assist. So he's obviously struggled with not being that main man. I didn't realise he'd spent time on loan at Middlesbrough. Started 9 times, got 2 goals, then was brought back to Fulham and then started in the Prem. I think you'd get him. I think you'd have to up that. Sorry, still not good enough for our fan base. No, well, this is what happens, Matty. You know, me and my mate Danny were laughing because people were battering Ben Davies, saying he's over the hill, etc. Yet Tottenham have kept him for a further year with the Champions League and that. Do you know what I mean? And these are players that we go, he's over the hill, he's not good enough for us. And Spurs have said, actually, we'll keep you about because we're in Champions League, so we need you around. And we say, it's not good enough. This is what I'm on about in terms of expectations. Not saying that the players will sign have to be shit. I'm just saying that a lot of people would have sniffed their nose up at that, at Ben Davies. You know? That's yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I agree. Mate. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. What's this? Arsenal have held talks with West Ham over Mohamed Kudus. Arsenal hope to strike a deal around 55 to 60 million. I mean, this is what you want to hear, innit? Everyone getting pilfered. True. Facts. Honestly. Yeah, Wales boss provides Dan James update. Let's have a look. Understand Bayern still retaining interest in Nkunku. Dan James again out for Wales, not recovered from illness, just wants to go on holiday, doesn't he? Don't blame him. Roberto De Zerbi, what's this about Massimo Cellino? Roberto De Zerbi harshly attacks Massimo Cellino, owner of Brescia. I'm furious. I don't believe a word he says he was duped or that he's a victim. His story proves that not only could he have not been duped, but he's always trying to dupe everyone. We know about Massimo, don't we, people? I mean, not that De Zerbi can speak, actually, if I can employ him. But yeah, anyway. As I've been reporting from Brentford boss Thomas Frank is keen. He wants to leave. Joe Bellingham, mental. 3.5 million per year. He's not. Honestly, it's mad. I reckon they're going to get a big surprise. Reinders is going City. Right, let's just have a look at the latest news on Leeds now, see what's up there. Cholino didn't pay his players, just a madman, wasn't he? But listen, we have to say to him, he got us in a place to sell to Rads. And at the end of the day, we're better than the fucking skint Arabs. We're the only club to get skint Arabs, man. Remember GFH, my God. The eagle is yours. Big up 1-1. 1-1. Big up to Tom. Nice to see you back, bro. Who scored? Who scored for Portugal? So let's have a look on the latest news. Weigl price, which we've already spoken about. Jaka Bijol prefers Milan, if I believe. Here we go. Leeds United rivals suffer major transfer blow. That's about Job going. Who scored for Portugal? Leeds giving green signal as Weigl approach made. I don't know how truthful that is, but Nuno Mendes, beauty, left back, probably best left back or one of best in the world. Virgil van Dijk, what's this? Virgil van Dijk moment shows why Leeds United want horrible striker with better G&A than Haaland. Who's this? Is this Rodrigo Muniz? Yes, it is, yes. YEP. Leeds have been linked with a huge number of strikers already this summer, but the two most credible links, which is what I was talking about, to Muniz and Everton frontman Beto, suggest a physical profile is wanted. That's what we're after. That is what we're after, innit, folks? So watch this space. Anyway, that's enough from me. You've had half an hour. I'm tired. We'll be back to normal tomorrow after this week, and I'm absolutely knackered. That's the latest roundup. Dan James' new contract. Wober getting the C and getting the bin. Weigl, if we still want him. And Bijol, AC Milan for me, but we'll see. Or Inter maybe to replace a Cherby. Fred McEwen says, thank Joe for all you bring us. Thank you very much, Fred. Thanks very much. Listen, I'll be back tomorrow as per. Move that vape part away. Have a nice evening, and I'll speak to you in a bit, yeah? Peace out. Love you all.